Hi, I'm Dr. Drew, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a Canadian physician, and this is a channel not on medicine, but on all the other aspects needed to live our medicine lives. Today, we're going to be talking about volatility. Volatility. So, what is volatility? Volatility is a measure of how much the price of an asset, like a stock or a bond, fluctuates over time. It's a way to measure risk and is often used as a way to compare different investments. For example, a stock with a high level of volatility will typically have larger price swings than a stock with a low level of volatility. Now, there is a way of indexing volatility or the fluctuations in the market through an ETF called VIX, VIX, which is an ETF on the volatility in the market. Now, why is this important for physicians? As a physician, it's important to understand volatility because it can have a significant impact on your investments. So, for example, if you were to invest into a stock market or index fund that has a high level of volatility, you may see large fluctuations in the value of your investment. This can be stressful, especially if you're relying on that investment to provide you with income or to fund your retirement. Also, volatility can be used to your advantage. For example, if you're comfortable with taking on more risk, then you may be able to earn high returns by investing in a stock market or an index fund with this high level of volatility. Additionally, by understanding volatility, you can make more informed investment decisions and create a more diversified portfolio that can help mitigate risk. Lastly, this is something that I'm just covering, is that you would have to know volatility really well if you are doing options investing or any form of derivative investing. And so, how can physicians use volatility to their advantage? Well, you can use volatility in one way by a concept called dollar cost averaging, which is a strategy where you invest a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, regardless of the stock price. And so in this way, whether you buy the stock at a high price or whether you buy a stock at a low price at some point in the year, ultimately at the end of the year, the average price of the stock would be equal to the highs and lows and then averaging them out. The concept is called dollar cost averaging. Now, that is a better approach in certain circumstances to something called lump sum investing, where if you were to buy an index fund right in the middle of the year, for example, and it happened to be the peak of the fund, then you would be buying high essentially, or you're not buying at the lower point of the stock market. Now, this is very different to dollar cost averaging, where you're essentially buying regardless of the stock price. Whereas lump sum investing, you do, I suppose, have some market timing, and you do look at the stock price, and ideally you want to buy it at the lower point. That's difficult to predict. The other way that you could use volatility is to invest in low-cost index funds that track the market and can provide a more stable return when the investment is held for a long period of time without selling at the low point, which would then realize your losses if you did buy the stock at a higher price. The other option is, if all of these are complicated, or this is a complicated topic for you to understand, then it's important to work with a financial advisor who can help you to understand volatility and create a personalized investment plan that takes into account your risk tolerance and long-term goals. So in conclusion, volatility is an important concept for physicians to understand because it can have a significant impact on your investments. But by understanding volatility and using strategies like dollar cost averaging and index funds, you can use it to your advantage and make more informed investment decisions. And working with a financial advisor can provide you with additional support and guidance. Thank you very much for listening in a world filled with information, but not succinctness. A few action items: if you'd like to follow the exact frameworks used by affluent physicians to take back control of their time and money, then check out the link in the description below. I make these videos because I'm passionate about fighting burnout in 10,000 physicians by the year 2025, and these videos are a way of doing that. Come and join my community of like-minded physicians, where we share resources like cheat sheets, calculators, and everything in between to live the best lives that we can. thank you very much for listening. Thank you for taking care of your patients. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next episode.